if I specify exactly which mic it is. Okay, its default sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't. It was already plugged in. It was receiving power. Physical switch was unmuted. It's just OBS decided that default doesn't mean the same mic that it used to. It's fine. It's fine. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Getting just a little bit of... There we go. Hope everyone's had a good week. We are back. Willow, thank you for the giant lizard. Mac, thank you for the lizard party. Theron, welcome in. Theron, thank you for the lizard party. Redux, it's coming up after this lizard party. It's going to be great. So, what do we got? What do we got? We got some changes. Willow. I'm gonna hit you with a hard eyebrow. Willow. We got Ballerina Frog, we got Orange Shirt Frog. I'm gonna move Orange Shirt's line about the founder to a different place. We got Salesman Frog, who I might add has a new ability. Selling items has been added to the game. Incredible. This box keeps getting taller every time I go to it. So notice right now where it is on the screen. It's like lining up like just past the counter. So we can sell. It actually has the coin icon that's floating a little bit higher than I'd like it to. It sells. You can cancel with the cancel button. And now we got money. But now look at it. It's huge. It's huge. Why isn't Dabble World for sale on Steam? It's not a Steam game. It is actually a web browser game. Technically, you can... All right, hold on. I gotta think how to properly explain this. So Steam sells programs. What's causing the expando menu? I'm not sure, to be honest. Not sure. So Steam sells software, like a program that you can double click on your computer. But Dabble Worlds is a website, which means that it has to run in a browser window like Google Chrome. I can't very well sell a copy of Google Chrome with the website baked in. It's not my software to sell. Hey, Popples. There is a wrapper thing you can get called Electron. This is a program that is basically a prepackaged version of the Chromium web browser that you can have some static web page set up on. A lot of software that you may be familiar with runs on Electron. I believe the Discord desktop app is actually an Electron app. It is just a browser. When you pull up Discord, you are seeing the exact same thing you would see if you go to Discord's website. It's the exact same thing. It's just a web page, but it's boxed up in this thing called Electron that gives it a little extra bells and whistles, but otherwise it's just showing you a website. They're cheating big time. Well, so here's the real benefit of Electron. They only have to make their application for the web. And then when they want a desktop version, it's the exact same code, but just bottled up differently. So they basically get two different platforms for the price of one code base. Making a piano melody. Nice. Need to find Casual. He's always lurking about, at least in the Discord. This is good thinking. It is. That is the trick with, I am not good at piano, though. That's the problem. But that's the trick with software. When you want to make it for multiple platforms, it can get really tricky For instance, consider how Minecraft, the old Bedrock version versus the Java version, they were made for different platforms, and as a result, they have completely different features. It's very strange. They're trying to get everything working the same between platforms, but that's a lot of work, especially now. Now that they've made so many different changes on the different platforms, it's almost like two separate games. Okay. Why is it so big? That is the question. So I'm doing a thing where I'm measuring how big, how big it is, and saying, okay, now set it to a thing. Okay, so let's just have it. We're gonna see if we can fix this first before we do anything else. This growing choices box. Okay, so there it comes up the second time, and it's huge. And sure enough, it is huge for some reason. Why is it so big? Why is it so big this time? And now it's back to normal. What? Now it's back to normal. Does this game have a romance route? I want to put some dumb stuff in this game. I'm gonna be honest. I want to get a little bit out there, just every now and then. Okay. Why is it just that time it gets silly? It gets a little silly with it. See, that's weird. That's weird right there. Okay, let's do this. Print. Choices. Give me the first choice name. I also made another important change that'll come up later. I still hate this camera so much. Get off my head, cat. Okay, so that one's wrong. It went for 458 on the width. 458 on the width again, but the right height this time. Wait. No, thank you. No, thank you. Big. Big. Why big? Oh, Max stole the thing. This shouldn't be this big. So this only gets called... This is so weird. This size keeps coming up differently as well. Okay, let's try something here. What if it always comes in with a super tiny size? All right, so we're gonna set it to super tiny and see if it'll just sort itself out. $377, that's too big. Oh, I didn't even see it. I didn't have the option. Oh, because I pressed the button at just the wrong time. Okay, well that's wrong. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's big. That's big. It got big again. Okay. Is it... Why is it doing this? Why is it doing this? I would expect same input, same output. Okay, here's my guess. Okay. So this time it's normal. If I go to this dialog box, if I make this one appear, and then I go back to the original, it should be big. Okay, yes, that is what's happening. Man, 2 different ways of putting that apostrophe in, and both of them are wrong. Okay, so it only happens after I get the tiny choice box. Or the first time I get it, it's also a different size. Why? I don't know. So that's too big initially. Okay. How about we make a function for this then? Function correct choice box size. We're gonna try at least. We're just gonna plop this into here. Max is correct. No. I'll actually, you know what? I can't say for sure how British English would do it. S apostrophe is only used if you have a plural that happens to end in S that is also possessive. That's the only way. Okay, so correct the choice box size. What if we put that in this? We're gonna try this. This is way too expensive of an operation, but if it works for now, it works for now. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, that looks fine. Oh, did you see that? What was that? What was that? What was that? Might be hopping on Dabble Worlds. What was... You saw that, right? Where it suddenly... Like, what was that little thing that it did there, right there, huh? It was because of this. Okay, and that's because we get current choices equals nothing. Well, then this shouldn't even get called. Wait, what was this? What was this? Did I use that anywhere? No. Okay. I don't know what this ret is for. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. Yeah. How is it getting away with this? This shouldn't be allowed. Okay, so we don't want to change it here, but it seems like we do, in fact, want to change it at some point. Huh. Okay, handle choice nav. Where does that get called? That happens if choices, if there are choices. Okay. So only if there are choices, then this gets called. So we could do this at the top of this function, and it might work. Let's try it. But let's take out the printing little debug we were doing. Did we already get that out? We might have gotten that out. Okay. It's right here. All your saved levels are gone. Man, can you imagine if somebody actually specified that, like, months ago, that was a thing? Okay, that looks fine. You didn't see that. Well, it's a good thing I didn't do it again months later as a final reminder to make sure that if you have any saved levels that aren't published, that you go ahead and grab them. Okay, I think we're good. I think it's fixed. It's fixed-ish. Not an expert at checking the Discord. You know what? That's fair enough. Literally found out yesterday. Man. Okay, we got it working. Take that off of the to-do list. Something wrong with the choices getting taller. Done. All right, chat. This area is coming along. Zoom. I think we do need some frogs over here chatting about the current events. We'll figure that out later. I think I know what I want to work on. And it may be a little bit silly for this game. We are going to make a welcome sign for Frogtown. So I'm imagining like a big arcing signpost with like two big stone holders there, and you can go up to that and hit read on it, and you'll get the founder's information. I think that would be funny. But here's what I want to do, and I don't know what this is called. Let me see if I can find. Okay. Maybe there's a TV Tropes article on it. Well, maybe not. No. Okay, specifically what I'm looking for. Let's see, is it? Nope, not listed. I want to make a fake alphabet. I'm gonna make a fake alphabet. Oh, look at this. A list of fictional alphabets. Look at that. Okay, not like these. Not like these. Not really like these exactly. Okay, well, those aren't good examples. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Well, that's not a good example either. Is this a good example? Okay, so like in a video game, you could have things. Actually, you know what? TV shows are also a good example. Hang on. Specifically, what I'm thinking of is Bluey. Always. Let's see. I just need a good screenshot. So in cartoons do this. It's not just Bluey. But when there's text that isn't really important to the work, Kirby and the Forgotten Land did this okay. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. This is a good example, I think. Open image in new tab. Perfect. Okay. All right. This is words, but they're all just kind of like blocky abstractions of letters. Okay? No other good examples seen here. I want to make an alphabet of this kind of thing. Of like, yeah, there are words. Let's see here. I think maybe even, we might even find a good example in Thousand Year Door. Oh, can you imagine if we could find Thousand Year Door? It'd be Rogueport. Okay, it looks a lot better in the remake. But this kind of thing of like, that's meant to be words, but it doesn't have to be an actual specific word. Okay. But I want a big Frogtown sign here. And I want it to say Frogtown, but not actually say the letters Frogtown. The difference being that if we later on go in and like translate the game, we don't have to update all these random assets because they don't actually have any legible text that the player is meant to read. But if the player happens to read it, then sure. So let's do a little mock-up here. Get a little this up. Get a little bit of this up. There he is. Yeah. Get the tablet. Hey, David, welcome in. You are just in time for some art of some description. All right. Pen, microphone, tangled up. What a mess. So many chords. It's fine. I'm at peace with it. All right. So, here's the idea. Start with this. Paste it in. A bit smaller. We're gonna do a draw over. Okay, so it's gonna be vaguely some kind of like what does this look like? Okay, so start with this. Some little bricks in here just to give it a little bit of texture. And just for my peace of mind, let's give this some color. That. 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 And that. Boom. Art. And then we're gonna have a little sign out front. It's gonna be a while. Like, honestly, my optimistic estimate is a Chapter 1 demo late summer of this year, and full game, again, optimistic, 3 years from now. We will see. We will see. I'm trying to be realistic. It's a solo dev endeavor. Good. All right. So what does the Frogtown sign look like? So we're not gonna actually spell out, like, we're not gonna do this. Well, but like smaller letters. Oh yeah. So something that's going to be reminiscent of this without outright saying it. So maybe something like... let's see here. Kind of like that is what I'm thinking. Of basically like, okay, there's letters, but I don't have to know what the letters say. It's just, this is a sign. And then there'd be a similar sort of... something or other. Maybe? It's like, is it a little too on the nose? Is it not on the nose enough? Let's see here. Let's do this. Set that as our background. Let's play around with our alphabet. What do we have? So we can have our little fake alphabet. Lots of triangles and big wide stroke things. See, I don't want it to be too on the nose, but it's hard not to be if you're doing a standard alphabet inspired alphabet. Yeah, I'm sensing some problems here. What if it was designed to be like the white space between a letter? So like an A would be like... That's too much symbol for one letter. Now this is okay. Like there's something to that. Hang on, there's something to that. So let's say we had just a big ol' splotch. We could represent A with just this. The idea being that, yeah, if you have two letters next to each other, so that could be the A symbol. No. You know what? I hate this too. I hate this one too. And then C would have to be something like this symbol. D would just look like a D. E would be vaguely interesting in that it would look like that. And of course the idea is that then you go over the whole thing with a border. And then there are your symbols in the middle. Is those little leftover bits, A, B, weird C. Yeah, I'm not in love with it. I don't even know if we need that much. Okay, but I do know we want the sign. And the sign is going to be pretty easy to model out without even doing any real modeling. Hey, Rage. That's going just fine. About to make a big old signpost. I don't know how we're gonna do. I don't know how we're gonna actually implement the sign, but we'll figure something out. All right, we can take this away. Learning to play the saxophone. That's quite an undertaking. I never did any reed instruments. Whoops, did I turn off the... No, there we go. Okay. It was always all about brass. Hey, Al, by the way. Sneaking in. Sign. So let's do a CSG box because those are easier than other box. Let's look at our textures available here. We've got plenty of these to choose from. I want to go with the stone brick. I would prefer something a little bit more triplanar. So maybe we make a version of this that is triplanar. So triplanar. That's the one we're gonna use for this. And then we're gonna say, oh yeah, this texture here is triplanar. Boom. Look at that. Incredible. Because of the cipher, exactly. I may want to make this a little bit bigger. We'll see. Okay, and then, oops. And then I want to grab this piece right here. Depth, I'm gonna reduce that. Width, we're gonna increase that. Increase it more. Wonderful. These two here, increase this to 0.7, 0.7. And let's go ahead and do the full, let's do a 0.6 here. On all of these, use collision. And this is going to be the silly one, is the cylinder. The cylinder. Cylinders are the silliest of shapes. Oh, I see. That's not what I expected here. Look at that. Okay. Are they? And it's called Rabble. I love it. I love it. I was thinking of having a musical cipher even, like Tunic. Because, gosh, that was amazing. Do we have regular planks? Triplanar. No, we do not. Okay. Radius. We gotta bump that up. That's not centered, is it? How is this happening? How is this happening? Why are none of these centered? You, center yourself. Strange, but okay. Okay, let's connect it to the ends, and then we will bring it in by a little boop, boop. Yeah, it was very interesting to learn. Hey, Destructor. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, so I want to get this right. Maybe we can make these a little bit bigger. This and this. And go a full 1. And a little bit further out on each of them so that they sort of absorb that little piece. This, as a result, can be a little bit bigger as well. That's more like it. That's what I'm looking for, is that kind of signage right there. What if we replace this with lightwood planks? Oh, well, that's not what we want. So that's out. All right, that's a decent setup right there. I like that sign. Not its positioning, of course. Oh, need little caps. It was. I especially like the. I think it was maybe either P and Q or D and B happened to be mirror images of each other. I was like, Oh, you're clever, aren't you? So we want to go 1.1, 1.1, and like 5. Let's go 1.2, 1.2. Do we want these to have a different texture? I don't know if... No, that would not look good. We can only really use triplanar. That doesn't look great. Does this look okay? Not really. That looks plenty fine right there. All right, let's move this sign. Okay, so the important thing is that this is to block this corner and kind of fill out the area a bit. Yep, and you can't get behind it. Great. I think that looks pretty good. Let's take a look. Really fleshing out this one room of the town. Yeah. So we could add some letters. And the idea is you could go up to it and it would have a dialogue zone. But it's going to be a different type of dialogue zone that we've never done before. So this is going to be interesting. Dialogue zone. Dialogue zone. So how does this work? Player can enter. When that happens, we have the little above appear, little symbol appear above, which is this guy right here. So this is, I want to have a variant of it, basically. One that has a different sprite. We can do that. We can do that very easily. New inherited scene. And we will just save it as interact zone. The difference being that it has a different picture. That's literally it. That's the entire difference. So all we got to do is swap out the little alert. Let's see here. Where is that going to be? Where is that? Effects? No. Ooh. So it'd be like the way that enemies chase you. So is that shared? No, nope. Encounter zone, right? There's no, that's enemy patrol. Here we go. Here we go. Bloop. That's what we want. So now I have interact zone as an alternate thing that we can position. But it still needs a thing to happen. Oh, yeah, that's something, actually. Dialogue zone, when you activate it, we get the parent object. And then the parent, we assume a lot of things about it. One thing is that it has an actor code. And this sign definitely does not have an actor code. But I suppose it could. Maybe... Okay, what about this? We get actor code, but we default to the name of the object. Does that work? No. Does not. Get... Okay, returns null. If actor code equals null, actor code equals speaker's name. Okay, I'm gonna try just giving this sign an interact zone and hoping for the best. So interact zone, editable children. And we should be able to see the collision shape of the area. Or I could just make the whole thing bigger, right? Well, if I do that, it'll probably make this bigger. So I need to make editable children so that I can adjust this collision shape size to be this whole thing, this whole shebang. All right, let's see what happens. Like, it should crash because I haven't defined any text for this thing to say, but I want to see the exclamation mark appear at least. Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, that crashed a lot quicker than expected. All right, let's try again. One of the quotes of all time. I was right, it did crash, hooray! Unfortunately, it didn't crash when I thought it would. Okay, that is something. We are getting the exclamation mark. But only in this tiny area, not out here. But I thought I made that a bigger zone. How big is this zone? It's that big. What gives? Supposed to be a big zone. Huh. Okay, it's supposed to be if you enter, add it to the list. Huh. Okay, interesting, interesting. Update. If player right dot position equals player dot why get top? Why get top? I don't remember why that. Okay, I want to see the exclamation mark above the player's head, not in a static position. And it didn't work. So that's cool. Very cool, very cool. Why? Why though? Am I... Oh. Oh. Because this is different, isn't it? Okay, this is bad code, but... Huh. Okay, let's do this. Sprite. Oh, wait. I see something. I see something I need to fix there. Speed that. Okay. All right. I want to see his exclamation mark above Dabble's head. Show me an exclamation mark above Dabble's head. Nope. We're not getting it. Okay. All right. Interesting. Sign. Interact. Zone. Has the area. It is an interact zone. Parent has no... Oh, that's weird. Okay, what if I do this? Oh my gosh. I zipped back into Unity mode for a bit. That's why. Update. No, it's process. Wow. Jeez. Okay, well, that explains that. That's why that's not being called at all. Okay, well, it appears up. It's all a process. Okay, that's fine. We wanted to see where this broke. Is facing right doesn't exist because there is no real thing here. Can I do a set? Like, hang on, does set work? If the property does not exist, nothing happens. Perfect. Okay, then that is great. It's just you go back and forth sometimes, and this happens. Fine, it's fine. Okay, so that'll work. But why isn't it bumping up to my head? Why is player? Player should be self. Is it because that's a cached version or something? Or is it because I need to do global position or what? Actually, that's not a bad idea. All right. We're heading back over. Well, now it's over there. Which is not the position I expect it to be in at all. Okay. Okay. So a few problems here. A few problems. One, where is my, where is my area here? Why is it not lining up? Is something changing the collision shape size, perhaps? So we're expecting this to be 3.6 in size on the width. So let's go into here, look in remote view, and look at that collision shape, box shape, still 3.6. Still 3.6. And I can't see it exactly. What if we mess with the size of it and say, all right, Oh, we can't actually mess with that in this. I guess we can move the positioning here. Now it's over here. So that is the node that controls it. We can change the scale of it. Why does it seem like it's the wrong size compared to what we've got here? Okay, so let's just say collision shape. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Crud. I changed all of them. Hate it. It's not unique. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Pull up GitHub. Dialog box. No, not GD. Dialog zone. Dialog zone? Interact zone? Interact zone. Where is... Wait, maybe it's just interact zone that I screwed up. Yeah. Dialog zone is still normal size. Okay, well that's something at least. That said, interact zone is supposed to be this big. And then this one should be make unique. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. The fact that it was basically sharing the collision shape. Did I check my normals? That is an important piece, isn't it? Always check your normals. Make sure your normals are... There we go. So that fixes the size issue. Now, about this location issue. This one should be a lot easier to figure out. Let's see here. All right. Player global position is changing. What does get top return exactly? What is that? So that is part of the base actor code. And it is returning the position. Ooh, the position. So all I want is the top offset, really. The height of the character. Top offset. You know what? Let's not even bother with all that mess. Just give me global position plus vec3 dot up, and that's it. Vec3 up times 1.2. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. We fixed it. All right. Now let's make it a better size. Let's make it like that big. All right. Next up, dialogue. It doesn't actually have dialogue. Not real dialogue, but... we're going to fake it. Actor code is going to be O1D sign. Test. Okay. So can't do that. So it's going to be D-sign or O1 underscore D-sign, and that is fine. Let's see if we get that much. Our normals are so normal now. Give me a... Perfect. We have a sign. It's coming out of the wrong way, but that's fine. That's something for future Dobbs to deal with. So this guy is going to get the text about the founder instead of Shirt Frog. No, maybe he can still be like, oh, let me tell you some fun facts. And this one can just say Frogtown, a hoppin' good time, a tranquil tutorials town. There we go. Now, for this to work, though, we can't have a regular dialogue box. Can we do new lines in this? Does that work? If I do new line, is it actually gonna do a new line? Let's find out. Brilliant. That actually works. A sign. Let's open up the dialog box. So check out this beautiful, beautiful dialog box we have. You can't see it right now. It's too beautiful to behold. If I turn the animation on, there we go. There is our dialog box, and what a sight it is. But it can be better. We need it to be better. We need varieties of dialog box. They can't all look like this, so we're gonna make some nice looking ones. Wow, that is like exactly what it turned out to look like, except for the text, which we haven't figured that out yet. So let's make our dialog boxes. How big do we want these? Do we want to make these full-size images or what? Like we can go full resolution, or we can be a little bit more cautious with our image size. I guess let's start with an 800 by 500 canvas and work from there. First, we're gonna get the proportions right by just copy pasting this. Give me the corner. Give me the corner. All right, that'll work. All right, so this is how big we're gonna draw it as. And I guess we could do region rect if we wanted to have multiples on here. But that's the size we're gonna go for. Let's make, we're gonna recycle the colors. We're gonna use the same colors that we have from our existing text box. I want to start moving into trailer planning mode. And what I mean by that specifically is when I was making the trailer for the Dabble Worlds update, one of the big things that I was doing was thinking like the update wasn't even done, but I was trying to figure out what would be the craziest thing to show in the trailer next. Like, what do I want to show the player to really get them excited? And I was just making up the most ridiculous, dumb stuff. Like, this would be really cool to see. This would be really cool to see. And then I was like, all right, how can I make that happen now? Like, okay, I need something where the player is running across something really fast. Like, okay, what kind of level element do I do for that? Now I need something really big that the player is interacting with. And now I need something, you know, kind of visually. Now I need a teacup, etc. Should we do circle? We could do circle. Big circle. We could just do a really big circle. I'm a little worried that this is too similar to the TTYD dialog box, which is that it's two bubbles, which is exactly what I just drew. Classic. Well, that's not going to work then. Well, what does the Bug Fables text box look like? Okay, so Bug Fables text box is wiggly text box. Very much its own thing. I don't want mine to just be like, here is a rounded rectangle, but I also don't want it to be, here is a straight rip of the text box from Thousand Year Door. See, this could be okay. It's just a big bubble. I don't know. Maybe we can do something like this, but really stretch the middle to get the size working for us. Okay, so let's start with this. Let's reduce opacity here so we can size this a little bit better. You know, I'll even reduce opacity of this so we can check the overlap. So my idea is take this and squish the edges a bit. Oh, that really messes with the that makes these points that I don't like. That makes these like sharper points. But you know what? That's actually okay right there. And if this is not balanced, that's probably even better if it's asymmetrical. Because that kind of adds to the style of the whole thing. Okay, then stretch this out more. Actually, you know what? Better yet. Take this whole thing, move it out, and then take this much of it, stretch it out to there. Okay, got a nice blobby shape there. I like it. I kind of need to flatten the top and bottom a bit. That's pretty good. Covers the whole thing. Maybe if I stretch this out. flatten this a bit more. I do like this. I genuinely think that's a pretty good shape right there. This is a little bit pointy. Maybe I can fix that a bit. Round out that edge a little bit. Don't want to get crazy with it, but I like this shape. I like the shape. Okay. Whew. There's one. How big is that? What do we got there? About close to a little bit more than 200. About yeah, we can go like, we can say 250 is the cutoff there. Okay, so next up we need our wooden texture, our wooden planks texture. That one right there. That's the one. Show in file manager. Sure. File. Is there a place image function here or something? We'll just put a dialogue. Just do that. Open file from here. Wood planks. Give me the wood planks. Go back to the dialogue file. We're back. We're so back. That's it. That's the dialogue. So this would be facing this way. This is tiling, if I remember right. So I should be able... Whoops. Oops. Nope. Nope. No, thank you. Should be able to line this up. Like that. Captain, welcome aboard. Scale down a bit. And then duplicate out. Repeat. We've had some progress tonight. It's been good. Here we go. So now we're going to make the signpost version of our text box. Wake up, Willow, wake up. That looks fine. Well, you know what? I could go even bigger. I could go bigger. I don't know how much bigger I can go, but I can go a bit bigger. Like maybe to there. And to there, and this one will have no stick. Then we will take this color here, And we're going to do like a paper. Oh. So the words appear at night. Hey, casual. But aren't they? I don't know if this game is going to have a day-night cycle. I think it's just like some areas may be night and some areas may be day. But yes, it would be possible if that was something that we had going on. Okay, how does that look? Not great. Not great. Needs work. Apply a little bit of some shading behind this. Shadow here. We'll give the paper some texture too in just a little bit. Okay, take this, make it darker, but also lower opacity. That looks better. Oh. We're making different dialogue box textures. That is what we're working on right now. Texture here. Love it. All right, cool. This though needs a little bit of something to it as well. Bit of darkness and highlights. Okay. Okay. A little bit of highlight. To Zen. I think it'll change soon. I've got them on roughly 10-minute loops. Yeah. There we go. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Let's move these down. 1, 2, 3. Whoop. All of this. I guess not that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You made all of these. All of these. Okay, this needs a little bit of something too, doesn't it? Speaking of which, oh. Musical progress has been slow. Understandable. Nothing wrong with that. Wait, I need a different color back here. This color needs to be what we get at the bottom of this. Like 100% must be. Ugh. Willow. Thank you for that tier 1 sub. For casual. Oops. Happens to the best of us. Willow, you just keep slipping with your finger. There we go. That looks real good. Does this one have? No, it just has it on the bottom. Lizard party. I just wanted to slap it. Don't forget to smash that sub button. Oh, giant lizard too. Gosh. Snuck up on me. All right. That gives it a little bit of texture. I like that. Okay. We're going to try and implement this. Thank you, Casual. I think it's a good text box. It's got character. The reason we need this system now is because we are adding a signpost. And signposts need these things. All right, so let's save that as a PNG. Tonight's kind of a light progress, it feels like. Dialogue. Put that in. Where are we going to put that? Where's dialogue here? Dialogue box is under menus. All right. All right, dialogue box is about to change. For the better, I'm sure. All right, here we go. So... Oh, right, not that. This. Okay, I guess I just need to manually add a sprite 2D. Slap it right there. Give it a dialogue texture. Tell it we're doing a region where we're only doing the first 250, but the entire width, whatever that is, 800 apparently. And then we're going to need to size it to fit. Meanwhile, this thing is going to change theme by a bit. Ooh, okay. So we need to, I guess, make unique. And then tell it that this backdrop here needs to have a different style box which has a background color of transparent, but also a border of transparent. Okay, save. Still looks the same to me. Oh, because it's rich text label, isn't it? Okay, copy. I do not like this editor. Rich text label. Has style box flat. There we go. Edit this. There we go. That and that. Okay, good. Now we can size this appropriately. You should play your favorite song you made for this game. The Hub one. That is a good one. It's a good one. Oh, reset this and... I want to get it just right here. Oop. That looks marvelous. Okay. Oh, thank you, Em. It's there twice. That's a different one. Don't worry about that one. That one's unimportant. Okay. So let's get in here and see if that worked. Tupu, you need to go to bed. Oh, that does look much nicer. I feel like it needs to be a bit more wide. Also, how does that scroll off look? It does just kind of scroll off, which I'm not huge on, but we can always change it later. So the whole reason we did this is... Uh-oh, where'd it go? Hello? Oh no. Why do you not have a hitbox anymore? What has happened? Where's my interact zone? What's that doing over there? What's going on here? What's the big idea? Oh yeah, it's all the way over there for some reason now. Cool. Don't know how that happened. Just gonna pretend it didn't. This, however, should just be use collision. There we go. I don't know, Dufu. I don't know. It'd be really nice to not have it happen that way. It would just be something to spend some time fixing. It's definitely doable, but yeah. Currently, of course, very low priority. You got that multiplier now. You got that multiplier in you. All right, great, cool. So all that because we want this alternate sign. Okay, so here's something fun. In Thousand Year Door, you have text boxes, you have signpost text, you have computer terminal text boxes. Do you know how those are controlled? They are actually controlled by basically the equivalent of the bulletin board code of having a tag that says like sign. And then that is what sends the signal to the dialog box to use a signpost text. Very silly, but effective. So maybe we do something similar. Could be effective later if we do have lots of different types of dialogue boxes that we could change those around a little bit more liberally without changing code, just by changing our massive conversation files. Okay, so dialogue box. It would basically be we just initially check for that specific thing. Yeah, you know what? Let's try it that way. Dialogue box, go. Backdrop. I am dreading the eventual refactoring of the dialogue system, because at some point I want to make it possible to mod it and to translate it, basically to have all of the text in a flat file, and then all of this conversation tree stuff does not have the actual text, it just has a pointer to that flat file. Modding Dabbletails? Yes, that's the plan. That's the plan. We'll see what happens. Okay, when we show dialogue. Backdrop dot region rect dot. Oh wait, it has to be a new rect. Which is 0, 0, 800, 250. If text pages dot size is greater than 0, and the first one is it starts with or begins with? Begins underscore with. Then, first of all, get rid of the sign. And secondly, change over to using the signpost backdrop. That should do it. Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen? All right. Hello. Oh my gosh, did we first try it? First try? Maybe we should have like a center. Wait, there is a, hang on. Godot BB Code has a center tag, doesn't it? Makes the text horizontally centered. All you gotta do is center. Okay, well, let's try that. That's hilarious if that would be that easy. This is gonna break something, maybe. But let's find out. Let's see. Should we have pins in it? That's a great idea, Willow. We should have pins in it. Let's put a pin in that. Okay. It should not have noises for signs, and it should instantly appear. Signs should not scroll through. Let's see here. Let's start with some pins. Let's just make like a little gray nail. So yes. Let's do one of these. Oh my gosh. Chip, welcome in. Oh man, my thing didn't work. That's all right. Welcome in, Chip. Big Boy Games official. Everybody, hope you had a good stream. How's it going? It's going good. We're working on a little bit of nice to haves for the dialogue system. Currently having the ability to swap out different backgrounds for dialogue. There we go. What was the dev stuff tonight? More updates for Starground? Take all my money and make yourselves at home. Perfect. Okay, what were we gonna do with this? I wanted to check. Right, making it all appear instantly. How do we do our slow reveal here? Also, we want to remove the noise that plays. If we're reading a signpost, we don't want there to be a voice. No voice for the dialogue. Here we go. Text beep 1 is the one we're playing. Oh, so we already remove it. Ah, box type. Interesting. Mainly just bug fixing. Yeah, the usual sort of somehow missed these bugs throughout the entirety of working on this update patch. Starground. Actually, I might have a... There we go. It is... let's see. What would you... Casual, I think the best way to describe it would be Factorio with a bit of a more of a dungeon crawling twist. It might be up your alley. I don't know. I don't know if you cared much for automation stuff. Too bad. Whap, whap. Oh, something I want to do is I got more Steam keys for Pen Pals. I want to do some more giveaway stuff for that sometime soon. I just got to figure out how we're gonna make it happen. Let's see here. Dialogue box. Okay, let's have a makes noise. By default, true. And if it's a sign, then make noise is false. Dabble Worlds level contest. Boy, it has been a while. Dabble Worlds is officially off the server. It's now static web page, which means a lot less hosting cost. Because I'm just using the free hosting through GitHub, because it works fine that way. You can't upload levels directly, but that was such a rare thing at this point that I'm not going to be spending that much money per month for that kind of thing. Audio manager right here. So where does this happen? Box type subtitle. Here's where we set it. So right here, if it's a subtitle box, then do this. Oh, interesting. Right, subtitle is a whole different location on the screen. That's why it's a special thing. Yeah, this one's for the infrastructure zone, which I just actually added it into the game code a little bit earlier today. Because it was not actually wired up until just lately. But as I was mentioning earlier, the grand goal right now that we're trying to work towards is polishing up enough things that we could make a basic trailer. Because, like, let's see, we would probably do it with the battle theme. Not that one. This one. Like, this could make... Like, if I heard this song going on and be like, okay, yeah, Paper Mario game. I get it. I'm in. You've sold me. So I was thinking about, like, what kind of things we could show. And you'd obviously want to immediately start by showing the battle system. Because as soon as someone sees that, they're like, either they know what kind of game this is and they're on board, or, you know, maybe they don't. that you can't see right now. How do you store the Oh no! Don't ask me about my dialogue code yet. Okay, temporarily. I swear it's temporary. I have conversation files which represent a region of the game and every NPC in that region. So a conversation file just has to implement get conversation. And it just says, okay, which actor code am I looking up? And then what's the callback for when you interact with that NPC? Most of the time it is show dialogue, but sometimes it might... Oh, I must have... The USB port is very finicky and for some reason blows out the mic when I tap it with my knee. So usually what happens is immediately we go straight into here's a conversation, but not always. Sometimes we would do something like go into move camera in and start moving this background NPC into position for a follow-up cinematic. Like that. So I'm leaving it as basically it's just here's a callback. Here's a list of things that need to happen in order. And it works fine. What I want to do is all these text strings, I want to move those into maybe a flat file. And instead of having a text string here, reference reference which line number or something like that. Maybe have some kind of key value system in the file instead of just go by line number. Key value seems more maintainable. But the advantage there is that file could just be swapped out with a translation or with a modded version or whatever else. That is the long-term plan, but that's going to be a bit. For now, it's just stuffed in here. But the reason is some of these functions are much more complex than just when you start talking to this character, show the following dialogue. Like this one has two different characters other than the player having a conversation off like 5 meters to the right. And so we got to do things like, okay, move the camera over, and while that's happening, start this one talking, and then this one responds, and then pause for this amount of time. And it's really weird because I feel like if I knew everything I wanted the dialogue system to do already, I could just build those in as like codes in the text and say, okay, if you encounter this code, do this thing. But because I won't know what all I want until everything is done, I'm doing it in this way, which is admittedly not the best, but it's gonna work. All right, make noise false. We're making it so that signs do not talk. That's what we're doing here. Oops. Dialogue in Starground. IDs for dialogue. Okay, yep. And maybe also the next dialogue event. Okay, so something kind of similar is actually like map it to some repository of the actual text. It's like 0.2% done. Hey, that's more than none. And if you can get that up to 0.3, then you're making progress. Why is there a random tab there? Okay, the next piece of this is we want everything to appear at once. Normally, we advance the text one character at a time. If it is a sign, we don't want to do that. Advance by right here. So let's have a, I mean, I could just tell it to instantly advance all the way somehow, probably. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to try a silly way to implement this. Okay, this is silly, but we're gonna see. Games make Appa's Freezeria and FNAF. I don't know what the Freezeria is about. Okay, that happened. There was no bloop. That's good. All right, did we do it? Are you talking? You're not talking. You're not talking at all. What happened? Why is nobody talking? I specifically requested talking. Oh, right. I have to set this back. I have to set this as a default value because this is actually using the same object. Ooh, we should rethink that for a future refactor. Is nobody... What do you... All right, well, good. What is a non-role-playing RPG? Oh, gosh. I feel like I could throw some shade on something, but I don't know what. What do you mean I'm demanding? Oh, okay, because I said let's talk. Or I told it to talk. I requested talk. I get it now. I'm just saying words. Man, sometimes I actually love, like, the no fluff RPGs of, like, there's absolutely no plot. You are in a dungeon. You are getting treasure and beating up monsters in some order. That's it. Go. Those can be fun. Why does the dad frog not have an outfit? That is his outfit. He's got his shoes. That's all he needs. This grass is like a little bit tall, so everybody's feet are cutting into it. Not a huge fan of that, but at the same time, it's fine. A pretty princess. I'm a ballerina. All right. Watch out. Ads are about to start in 4 minutes. That's Al's joke, I think. See, this needs to be in the trailer. Al's playing Spelunky 2 with Germdup. Oh, that's perfect. We can raid into them in a bit. Assuming they're still going. This is a very important line for the trailer because I need to tell whoever is watching the trailer, listen, if you liked the old Paper Marios, play my game, please. Cute little butterflies. Aw. I don't remember the butterflies in Spelunky 2, but yeah, sure. This is such an important line. This tells people right away whether or not they want to play this game. It's like, do you remember when Paper Mario was not just Toads? Do you remember the good old days? Good. This is also an important line in the game. The promo was all, I mean, that's the plan, is to make a big indie trailer for the game. We're gonna probably use the battle theme that Casual wrote. Like open with a scene from a battle and show like some action commands, show that there are menus involved, show a variety of enemies attacking, and then show different landscapes. We want to show some snappy text happening, like little snippets of like big text. I need a font. I'm gonna need a font for this game. I would love to just straight up use the Paper Mario font, but we're not gonna do that. I am tempted to use a custom font. Yeah, totally different. I think like oh gosh, what is the thing? There's a type of font you could do in Godot where basically as long as we just draw each of the characters, we can basically throw together a basic font pretty quickly. And I think written text would look really good. As long as we can make it nice and clean. Like I may actually like pull up the Paper Mario font and like try to capture that same kind of casual, not quite Comic Sans, but it's very similar. It's just very light, almost handwriting kind of text. Think I should? See, it'd be fine for the built-in text, and then once you swap it out for translations, it will probably break. Once you start getting like the diacritic marks and accent aigu and whatever else you've got in other languages. So I'd probably have to run some kind of safe character check and say, all right, before showing this text, confirm that it only contains these A through Z, capital and lowercase, 0 to 9, and the following special characters. If it contains anything else, abandon ship, swap out the font. It's not gonna fly. Let's see here. You know what we should do? All right, get out of here. Get out of here. Leave. No, I don't think I even need dialogue zone. Where is it? Where is it? Text pause, is that it? Here we go. Custom BB code. Custom BB code. We've done a little bit of this. How much moolah do you make from Twitch? I could actually probably check. It's not a ton. Subs, I make like $2 to $2.50 off of a sub. Analytics. I don't think I'm under any kind of NDA for this. It's pretty public information about how much Twitch gives for subs and such. Let's see here. Oh, it is region based. Some subs are worth more than others. It depends on where they're coming in from. But I believe my share is 50% of the sub price. Get me banned. Don't get me banned. Now that said, all together, how do can I get this by, oh yeah, I can get this by month. All right, let's see here. Let's rewind for a few months here. Okay, ads per month. I'm getting $2 to $3 for ads. If I go further back, before I actually implemented the ad schedule, I was getting like $1 for ads. So ads don't do anything for me. Like, the only reason I'm running the 3-minute ads is specifically because it disables pre-roll ads. So that when someone comes into my stream for the first time to see what I'm working on, they aren't immediately hit with an advertisement. Hello. This is what the people want to see. Frog. Exactly, Casual. Exactly. That's what running ads gets you, is it cancels out the pre-rolls so that those don't happen. So they're actually pretty useful right now to run 3 minutes of ad an hour, and Twitch will stay off your case. Let's see here. What else? Turbo. Apparently, I earn about $0.25 from people that use Turbo. I earned 16 cents from something called Experiment. Oh, that's the power-up stuff, like the big emotes and things. I get 10 cents for big emotes. You can see that, bits. You can see when that happens in chat. Like, it tells everyone, like, oh, Dobbs just got 10 cents. The thing is, I was about to do something really silly. Really funny, I guess is what it is. All right. So, what a dumb bit. All right. So, let me be clear. The reason that I run ads is for pre-rolls. That was such a dumb bit. The reason I run ads is just for the pre-rolls. And I do not do any streaming because of money. This is not... to be abundantly blunt, this is not worth doing for money. I'm doing it because I like having a sounding board for my ideas, and I like having company when I play and make video games. It is fun. I don't... I love my paycheck lets me to buy a single chair. Yeah, like I have an actual day-to-day job. And like I'm not like rolling in money and diving into a big vault like Scrooge McDuck, but I make significantly more money by doing an actual 9-to-5 job than I do from people putting money in my hat. What's my butler's name? Asking the hard-hitting questions here. So when people sub to me, I appreciate that they want to show their support, but if they're not getting anything for it for themselves, I'm sure you guys could put the money more to use for yourself. Like, if people want to sub because they specifically like not having ads and they like having the emotes, that's understandable. You are paying for a product. Sure, go crazy. But I do not need the money. I appreciate that people want to show their support, but just by being here and helping me work through ideas, that is really all the support I need. There we go. There's my yearly spiel on Twitch bucks. This sign, I actually like how this sign turned out. That's very fun. I really want to put some letters on it though. No. Sub percentage is 50%. Unless I've missed something, then let's see. Is there somewhere to see that? There might be, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. I don't really remember where. Find out where your subs come from. Okay, here it is. Revenue split is 50-50. Twitch takes 50, I get 50%. That's what I've been thinking, like, gosh, I want to support these streamer friends of mine, but I don't want to give Jeff Bezos 50% of the money when I could just put it in an envelope and send it directly to them. See, that's the one reason I should go to GDQ next time it happens, is just to hand everyone I know a big wad of bills. Why is there no sign? There's not yet. I want to add some letters to it, but I want it to not be actual English characters. I want it to be like some squiggles that are like, okay, that's definitely supposed to be letters that are vaguely in the shape of the town name. But yeah. So you need a P.O. box. I got a P.O. box once for 1 month, specifically so someone could send me something that was really badgering me to send it to me. And I still have it to this day. See it, and it's going to bleed through with the void. There you go. There you go. That's official. That's from the GDB Council of Games Done Badly. Okay. Let's write up plans for next time. The fake alphabet did not pan out. We'll make another. We don't need a full alphabet, I guess, but I do want just some scribbles for Welcome to Frogtown, and then like some squiggles underneath, and we'll just throw that on as like a Sprite 3D. It doesn't have to be like baked in with bump mapping and everything else. Thank you for those lizard parties. What else do we need in here? I think I want a couple of frogs having a conversation over here that you can talk to them and they'll just talk to each other and basically ignore you. A giant lizard party. It's like this, but they're huge. Huh. How feasible is that? With Twitch alerts, with the native alerts, I would have to duplicate the code, which is fine, I guess. The "you're not involved" conversation. Oh yeah. But I need someone over here to explain what's going on across the bridge in the next room over. So that you can kind of get an idea. Actually, maybe as soon as you get close, no matter which direction you're trying to go, the frogs will basically just be having a loud conversation. That might be a decent way to kind of force feed you the plot. Is if you start going over this way without first checking out the bridge, they're going to tell you what's going on across the bridge. So that way, either way, you either cross the bridge and learn for yourself, or you head north without crossing the bridge, and the frogs will just tell you anyway. And I think once we get those guys over here, we're going to be in good shape over here with a lot of frogs running around. Where do they all live? Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I think this area will be pretty well established at that point. Lots of little people running around. Everybody lives in one big house with the barber. This guy. I love this so much. Visual storytelling. This is the village, Willow. Everyone knows that in RPGs, there's only like a handful of houses, and all the other houses are implied. So this is a house, there's a house in the next room, and that's it. Should have went deeper. Yeah, so we'll get... All right, so plan is... Let me write this down. 2 more frogs near bridge. Track player progress to auto talk if heading north. That will be it for this room, unless we want to also next time finally improve the butterfly model. Instead of just having 2 rectangles, make an actual little butterfly wing shape. Have a good night, casual. They all need... You know what? We could throw another house in the backdrop. Another few houses around here. I think I'm gonna mention that. Backdrop houses to imply more living quarters. And then I think after that we will be jumping back to the next room, room E, and giving it a second pass. Room E is fine. We've got another house that could do with talkative frog. This frog doesn't say anything yet. We've got the bar, Lily's pad. These guys need to be playing their music when you get in here. This guy needs to have something interesting to say. Could it be hills and small houses? I think that's the implication with that greenery in the background. Those are the hills. It's like hills / forest / whatever your imagination makes of it. Something over here, but I don't know what. We're kind of leaving a few empty spots specifically so that we can add more stuff later. I really like how this one turned out. Very whimsical. Very fun little shape here. Okay, well, all right. So in TTYD, there was a Koopa that collected Princess Peach memorabilia, including his prize Princess Peach poster, which had a fun little callback joke later in the game. But it was not in any way indicated to be a racy photo. However, Super Mario RPG, if you investigate Toadstool's room a little bit, you find an item that it never spells out what it is. It says, you found Toadstool's ? And if Toadstool is in your party, she gets very flush and says you shouldn't be snooping through her things. And they don't give you any more details than that. That's fine. That's fine. We didn't need any more details than that. However, that said, TTYD did have, like, I think the last time we did a playthrough, we counted 6 separate instances where Princess Peach is explicitly naked in the game. Like behind a curtain or invisible or something, but not subtle. Like it's outright, yeah, this is what's happening. All right, let's raid out to Germdove. We got a little bit of progress in tonight. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah. We're going to be working on this more on Sunday. I probably won't make much progress tomorrow off stream. That's fine. But yeah, we're getting there. We're going to continue pushing towards making key areas look interesting, specifically for the trailer. It's not going to be the final trailer. It's more of just something to show people when they ask, hey, can you show me the game you're working on? Yes, here is a 1-minute look at the game. If you're not already joining the Discord, hop in. We got nothing interesting going on right now. Thank you all for hanging out. I had a blast. We made progress. We did good. We're going to do more of that next time. I will see you then. Have a good weekend. Good night.